El EuroChamps Challenge es un proyecto especial que jamás ha hecho antes.
It was a fountain of truth. It was a fountain of dreams.
The aim of the challenge is to visit the ground of every team who's ever won a European Cup in 2 weeks.
Magic Fountain.
Día 11 y el club visita el club más exitoso en toda la historia de Europa, el 9 veces ganador de la Copa, el Real Madrid.
We left Marseille yesterday morning after meeting the DÍAS at the practice ground, and we drove to Zaragoza, where we switched driving. I think we'd covered about 700 miles all told, and finished in Madrid last night, or this morning, at 1:30. Since we've been in Madrid, we've had 6 hours sleep, and we've come straight to this amazing stadium.
Keeping the secrets and float the dead ones home. And I will never be good enough. Quietly, we will never be good enough.
It's just breathtaking. I mean, the size of it and the scale of it and how steep it is. Whichever football stadium you go to, you've always got to remember that that bit in the middle is a pitch. But it's what goes on round about it. It's just spectacular. Just spectacular.
Secure, look like a magazine. Big heart, I wanna let it bleed. Oceans, keeping the secrets and float the bodies home.
To come here and just step out in this pitch where so many famous players have played is just brilliant. And I think it's the best stadium we've been to so far. I think it's unreal.
Never be good enough.
Tan especial como todos los jugadores que han pisado el césped del Bernabéu es el pequeño Angus. Es el hijo de Robin y quien ha servido como inspiración para este proyecto llamado EuroChamps Challenge.
Angus was born 7 years ago with a condition called microtia, which means he's only got 1 ear. And he's faced a number of challenges in life, both because of that, the way he looks, and he's had a number of operations, probably more than 15 operations so far to help him out. But this isn't about the random injustice of the hand that he's been dealt or any sort of tragic story. This is about the way that he's dealt with it. At every turn, there's things that he doesn't like, there's things that he has to go through. But he just puts a face on, he's got very determined to get through it, and he does it in a positive manner. And I wanted to do something to raise money for the charities who've helped him. And I wanted to do something that was positive and celebratory. And that's how I came up with the idea of travelling around all these clubs and celebrating their victories. It's like all daft ideas, they grow from something and then they go and they go and they go. But it was effectively, as much as 5 years ago, driving through northern France thinking, I could do a driving tour, I could do that for him, how to make it interesting. And you know, the 92 clubs in England have been done, so what's the next progress? You could go around Europe, you could meet the champions, you could meet somebody famous at the champions, it just grows. We've been through some real tough times. Eastern European border control issues was very, very difficult, but being here today, seeing the stadium the way that we've seen it and having the support of Real Madrid the way we have is just very, very special. Absolutely, we set ourselves a target of £100,000. You've got to set yourself goals in life, you've got to be ambitious. And to date we've raised almost £60,000 and we've collected a lot of memorabilia which will hopefully get us close to that target. The two charities are the Sick Kids Friends Foundation in Edinburgh, the hospital where Angus has had all of his treatment. And the other is a charity called Changing Faces, which helps those who have disfigurement either through birth or injury or illness. And it essentially just gives them a coping mechanism. So people staring any questions, building their own confidence. And for me as a father, before you have a son, you have many hopes in life, you have many desires for what they might want. And then when things come along, what I realise is all I want is for my son to be able to stand tall and say, I am who I am and I'm confident in who I am. and changing faces help a lot with that. And I hope that by doing what we're doing, putting ourselves out there and trying to achieve something memorable, that he can see that, you know, whatever you want to achieve in life, if you set yourself the goal, if you approach it with the right attitude, work hard and surround yourself with good people, you can do it.
Visitar 21 clubes en 2 semanas no es fácil, pero es más difícil todavía para este grupo porque tienen que quedar con un medallion man en cada una de las paradas. Y para cerrar un día muy especial en un estadio muy especial, qué mejor que encontrarse con los hombres medalla, el término que utiliza esta iniciativa de EuroChamps Challenge para referirse a las campeones de Europa. Una causa que los campeones de Europa madridistas estaban encantados de apoyar.
Mira, dentro de lo que entra en el sentimiento humano, creo que superar la situación de un hijo es difícil, muy difícil, y este hombre ha tenido una idea fabulosa, que sean partícipes toda la gente del deporte de distintos países del mundo y que colaboren para que su hijo pueda recuperar por lo menos un 70% más de lo que hasta ahora han hecho.
Me apunta a todo lo que ha dicho Pepe, creo que es una labor muy loable, entendible, un padre que desea lo mejor para el hijo, como todos los que somos padres, y le deseamos de verdad que tenga el mayor éxito del mundo. Lo que esté en nuestra mano y podamos ayudarle, también lo haremos.
Bueno, ya ha demostrado el Madrid que siempre está a disposición de casos de ayudas para momentos de necesitados, tanto como lo último que ha sucedido en Lorca, como la ayuda por la necesidad de casos de enfermedad, es decir, siempre está presto. Y nosotros los que hemos jugado al fútbol y vemos estas circunstancias, pues opino igual que ha sido Pepe Santamaría y Zoco, ¿no? Que nos gustaría que lo que pretende este chico pues es que lo lleve adelante, que triunfe, que saque adelante, y además que ha demostrado una entereza tremenda hablando de su hijo con los graves problemas que tiene.
First and foremost, it was special getting 3 guys coming along who must have 10 medals or more between them, and that is special. But I think more than that, when we set out in this challenge, what we felt we wanted to do was celebrate the European Cup. So it's not about celebrating the Champions League or the last 5 or 6 years. It's about celebrating the 56 years of the European Cup. So to get these guys here from the 60s, way back at its inception, it's just special. It's really, really special. It means a great deal to me and to what we're doing.
It's pretty special, even though they were all famous before we were born. We do know, as soon as I've been born, Real Madrid have been a big club, and I think the reason they're a big club is because players from that generation were so famous, won so many European Cups, put Real Madrid on the map. And that's what makes it pretty special. I look forward to telling my dad later on when I get home. So.
Gracias y a Madrid.
Thank you.